Yeah,
addition, which
true.
is something that our...
Let me grab a drink
Okay, sure.
slowly
Um,
but surely. Oh,
this... What is that?
what is it?
Yeah, so thankfully, grenades, we were able to have it ready for season 9.
Okay, it's working. I spent all week working on a pretty pog elimination rant type beat that it would have been a pretty dope video. But now, given what we've learned from DevStream 41, that video is rendered pretty much pointless. Honestly, it's my fault, alright? I probably should pay more attention to when the dev streams are gonna happen and just avoid planning to upload a fully edited video on those days, but you know what? There's always a next time. So, DevStream 41 just came and went, and with it, my pants. We got our first look at Season 9, and boy oh boy are my testicles tingling. Now, unfortunately, this isn't a full look at Season 9. The remainder of the Battle Pass and full changelog will likely be available at a later time, along with whatever the partners have planned, so you'll just have to wait for that. But we do have a pretty good taste of what's to come, so without further ado, let's talk about the bug fixes and changes coming in 9.0. First and foremost, alright, the portable signal detector bug. This bug will be resolved in 9.0. Reports will no longer ping one random player, and instead revert back to the closest player to you. Other changes like the PlayStation medals will stop resetting, and challenges will finally spawn in when they're supposed to spawn in. So no more getting stuck with the same old challenges. This one is one that I actually didn't know about, but apparently the bipod was visible on the H bar and you could see it when you were looking down sites, but this is fixed in 9.0. Another thing that I didn't know about was regarding the buried cache. It would have been good to know. Apparently, you could ping it and it could be used as an indicator of whether or not it was actually the spot with the loot buried. This is changed in 9.0, and instead you will need to go through the process of actually digging it up if you wanted to determine if the loot was buried there. In the recent 8.1 update, they altered the running animation to look slower if you were carrying more loot. I guess some people had an issue with this, saying that they were running slower, even though that wasn't the case. It was only just the animation that was affected, but this is changed to look much more smoother in 9.0 according to the dev team. T-posing, it should be less prevalent, alright? They fixed, I think in layman's terms, they fixed one of the triggering factors that leads to this glitch, so it should happen much less often, but could possibly happen on some occasion. And finally, apparently some players weren't able to view their loot in Legacy Season, so this was also fixed. Now let's move on to the Battle Pass. We only got to see the first 10 or so levels of the Battle Pass, but it did give us our theme of the season, which is Stalkers. This outfit is honestly just badass. All right, it looks great, and honestly, I might have to hang up the old red suit when I get my hands on this one. From what I could tell, a lot of gas masks, helmets, but something pretty cool is that there's a new line of weapon skins, the rusted weapon skins, which kind of looks very like, I don't know, it looks very antique, very cool. I dig it. We're also getting a new weapon, the A74 KSU. It deals a damage of 23, a rate of fire of 700, and an effective range of 735. This weapon also has a 31 round capacity. Compare this to some of the other AK style weapons in the game, which you can see on the screen right now, and this should give you an idea of where it stands. From what I can tell, I mean, it looks... I can't really say for sure, honestly. I'd have to see more of it and honestly get to use it before I really form an opinion. But I am looking forward to trying it out. Probably the most notable and coolest thing that we're going to get to see is the addition of grenades. Alright, we are going to get grenades in 9.0. I'm really looking forward to this. It's something I've been wanting for a while now, and will definitely, I think, help with people who camp houses or POIs like the Bard House. It's actually kind of funny to see how excited team members were to announce this feature.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
finally. Yeah.
Finally, a decent answer to camping in our game.
To be more specific, we are getting the M67 frag grenade, and it will be a special issue item, meaning you can only take 2 in a round. This weapon will actually be able to kill people and can be thrown through windows. As far as the damage, they weren't very specific, but they did show us the grenades in action, it looks like if you are close to a grenade when it goes off, it is an instant kill. The damage begins to decrease when you factor in distance as well as obstacles. However, this doesn't mean that there is no penetration damage. Another thing to note is that the armor won't help you against a grenade, which does make sense, considering that a frag grenade does affect different parts of your body as opposed to a bullet, which, only, well, I mean, I guess it depends where the bullet's going, right? You can also see a warning when you're close to a grenade, much like you do in COD or any other shooter-based game. To use it, you just aim with the left trigger and an arc will appear and you press the right trigger to throw it. Pretty simple. One thing I was worried about regarding the grenades was just how, I guess, they were going to look and affect the gameplay. I saw some old footage of the beta and how grenades looked, and they were just much larger, like a larger mortar strike explosion, which just, I feel like would have just broken the game. But I'm really glad that they changed the explosion to match a much more realistic frag grenade explosion. I mean, it's mostly just fragments and metal that does the damage, and it looks like they did a pretty good job on that. Now, elimination. God, where do I even begin? So this past week, I edited a video solely on elimination and how they could improve and fix the game that's now no longer relevant because they finally did something about the tk'ing issue. All right, they removed friendly fire altogether from elimination. Look, one of the things that I had said was that removing friendly fire would be a bad idea. I feel like it takes you out of the game when you know that crossfire isn't something that you have to factor in when in the middle of a shootout. The solution I had proposed was to instill a new system where essentially if you TK and a player marks it as an intentional team kill, that player can no longer inflict any damage on teammates and instead self-inflicts damage when trying to do so. Other elements such as incorporating bans and reporting players for toxic behavior, much like how they handled the TKing issue in Rainbow Six Siege. I'm just happy that they finally provided a solution to the problem. I also don't want to be just one of those trolls that constantly scream at the dev team because, I mean, this is a solution. I'm not going to find a reason to bitch or complain because this is a solution to a very notable issue in elimination, and I'm thankful for that. And if for whatever reason you didn't think tk'ing was an issue in elim, I mean, just take a look at the footage a while back that sparked me to originally make the elimination video. So as you can see, the round starts off pretty normal, I would say, pretty typical day in the outlands. Nothing out of the ordinary. About to head out, and oh, seems like beta bitch over here is shooting me in the asshole. Yeah, so like I said, just another typical day in the outlands. Beta bitch over here whiffs the whole fucking clip at Bixo. By the way, I just want to point out, Beta, you whiffed an entire clip on me and then someone else standing right in front of you not expecting it. Now let's see if Elemental can salvage this for the team. You know, because maybe they did this on purpose, you know? Maybe they just want to show off their massive skill. Maybe I spoke too soon. All right, this round, you know, try to be a little slick with it. You know, maybe I'm AFK and immediately go down by everyone. Yep, so yeah, just another pretty typical day in the outlands. Yeah, boy, SPN with that golden boy aim right there. So yeah, as you can tell, these guys are very skillful in their craft. And at this point, I've pretty much just given up. Ooh, Elemental in with the fucking melee, let's see. Ooh, whiffs it 2 times. He's right in front of him, whiffs it a 3rd time. Will we get this one off? He's right in front of him, he's cornered. No, he doesn't. I mean, I know melee sucks, but fucking Christ, that was fucking cancer just to look at. Bixo misses a clear shot. Oh my god, this is just sad to watch. This is the equivalent of a cat playing with its food. And Bixo's down for the count once more. And again. As you can see, Bixo loots my body once again. Teabags just for full measure. Kills Elemental, which was, you know, kind of a nice touch, I feel like. And as you can see, he took 2 shotguns, so you just know he's gonna tear ass. Hits the first shot, misses the second, and then tries to switch to a secondary weapon, but as you can see, nothing's coming out because the retard forgot to fucking reload it. So yeah, like I said, just another typical day out in the Outlands. Other changes to Elim also includes a rewards rework, also really cool. Essentially, playing Elimination will be much more rewarding than it is now. They also showcase the new Elimination with some partners, a few small fish you probably never heard about, and that was pretty cute to see them all melee each other to death. The caffeine logo was changed to a coffee bean, pretty fucking cute. I never had an issue with this, you know, confusing it with the antibiotics, but I don't mind it either. I kind of like it. They also added new music to the map's snow deck. There's also a sound notification when players ready up in the lobby. I really like this change. I think it's a very subtle one, but a much needed change. It'll definitely help remind other players to ready up as opposed to just waiting on that last fucking nerd. And finally, they added Czech localization to the game, which is pretty cool. If you weren't already aware, I think that this is the home of the Vigor team, so that's a cool touch. Now, I wanted to briefly talk about some of the things I would like to see added at some point in the near future. In Elimination, it can sometimes be easy to miss the audio cues, especially in the middle of a gunfight. Audio cues that let you know when the flag is being captured or time is running out. I would really like to see an announcer's voice added, similar to how we hear the woman's voice on the radio. I mean, she can come in and tell us that, you know, the flag's being captured or time is running out, or, you know what, it could even be another person's voice, right? I mean, I feel like this would be really cool to see and could build on the lore and hopefully, you know, give us a bit more to hold on to and invest more into the world that we live in. It makes it feel less empty, I feel like. I would also like to see weapon skins being included in Elimination. I feel like there's no real point in having them if we can't show them off all the time. Other changes I would like to see in this game would be to add game chat, proximity chat or otherwise, and matchmaking. Two things that I think would boost the community aspect of the game greatly. Some things that the dev stream did mention that they were working on, things that won't be out in 9.0, but is in the works, is a new map and crossplay between Xbox and PlayStation. Regarding the new map, not much was said, just that they were working on getting it ready. So Season 10 would be my guess, but don't quote me on that. And in regards to the crossplay, I really hope that they add it. I think that it would be great. I think PlayStation players have had enough time to learn the game and you know, be put out to pasture with the wolves on Xbox. That'd be fun. So yeah, those are just the topics that were covered in the dev stream. But yeah, I think that the update looks great. I mean, I'm really excited. The new skins look tight. The frags will help balance out the camping issue, and the new weapon doesn't look too bad. I will say though, I'm really hoping that they add game chat or matchmaking back. I know that they mentioned that they don't have any current plans for game chat, but I feel like that is a serious misplay. Being able to communicate with your team on Elimination or, you know, talking to random outlanders would greatly enhance the player's experience and make for a more fun time. I mean, matchmaking would too. Anyways, that's all I got for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like and subscribe if you got a big weenus. Subscribe for more Vigor content. And if Vigor isn't your cup of tea, I also play other games. So yeah, stick around. bbyEwics out.
Got a steel grip.
Yeah, I wonder where you learned that from.
Damn it.
Oh, Ernesto.
Oh, motherfucker! Fucking bitch!
What the fuck?
I thought that you were inactive.
I didn't
The
know
fuck?
you could throw it.
Lay down on it. Lay down on it. Prone. Prone. Prone.